in his heart, so is he. In the middle of a wedding ceremony, a jewelry store manager was exchanging rings with his soon-to-be spouse. As he slipped the ring onto his bride's finger, he said, "With this ring, I guarantee a full refund if the customer is not completely satisfied." His sales pitch was so deeply ingrained in his mind that the words came out of his mouth automatically. He was a car salesman. And so with him being a salesman, automatically, when he got into his speech, even though his heart was right in wanting to marry her, and he knew the line, but because of what was ingrained in his heart, his sales pitch came out. And if his wife would not have known who he was, she would have been tripped up by the words that came out of his mouth, but the words that came out of his mouth was really not what he wanted to use at this moment. It was just so ingrained that when his mouth motor got to work, it automatically came out. And if his wife would have really paid attention to what he was saying, she would have said, "What kind of mess is this that I've gotten myself into?" But the Bible tells us we have to be careful to make sure that we are aware of what's ingrained or ingrained into our mind. What's in your mind? What's ingrained in your mind? Ask your neighbor, what's ingrained in your mind? Whatsoever is true, whatsoever is honorable, whatsoever is right, whatsoever is pure, whatsoever is lovely, whatsoever is good. What is engrafted into your mind? Is it the latest of what society says? Is it the latest of what the world is speaking and preaching and what the world? Now, I believe that all humans have rights, but when it comes to the bottom line, I believe that God created a man and a woman, and God created a woman for a man, and God said, let there be a husband and a wife, and not two of the same getting together. Now, your flavor is your flavor, but what I believe that's ingrained in me is what thus. If there's any excellence, if there's anything worthy of praise, he says, let your mind dwell on these things. Ask the neighbor again, what's ingrained in your mind? Can I take my time with this? As a man thinketh, so is he. Which seems to me, Dick, to show that whatever your thought process is, that's who you are. Whatever's ingrained in your thinking, that's who you are. Whatever fuels the heart, your thinking process, that's who you become at that particular moment. As a man thinketh seems to be a process, a continuation. As he thinketh, as he is influenced, as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. That tells me that there is a systematic voice that is talking in your heart. You got to be careful to protect your heart. I don't want to be so quick, and you should be so quick to say, I gave my heart to such and such. I put all of my heart into it, because if you put your heart into it, that's what you become. As a man thinketh, I'm going to keep saying this because I really wanted to get in your heart, so is he. That's why I had you to repeat the words that sooner or later it's turning in my favor. That's why I had you say the words that God is turning it around, because if I can get you to think it in your heart, then you are already at the point of God working it out for me. Tell your neighbor, if you want to get out of depression, change the way that you're thinking. Tell them, if you want to get out of low self-esteem, change the way that you're thinking. If you want to get out of everything is hell all around me, tell your neighbor, change the way that you think, because as a man thinks in his heart, so is.
All right, now.